Hey guys, thought I'd do a quick walk around and overview of my new truck. A few people have been asking me about this. It's a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 SLT. SLT basically means it's the quad cab, as Dodge calls it. As everyone else calls it, it's a crew cab, 4 full doors, rear seat. It does have the 5.7 liter Hemi Magnum. I think it creates around 345 horsepower and I think like 350 or 360 pounds of torque. Correct me if I'm wrong. 20-inch chrome rims. It has 275/65 R20 tires that I just put on it. These are the General Grabber AT2s. Very nice aggressive tread, very quiet on the highway. The only downfall is they are load range E. So far the wear has been really even. I'm very happy with the tires. As you can see, it's silver in color. I forget the exact factory color for it. It's tinted windows, 50% in the front, I think 70% in the rear, and I don't know, I'm very happy with the overall look of it. The silver and black looks really good together. As typical Dodges have the rust over the rear fenders. You can see this one is just starting to go. I'm gonna have to fix that later this summer, but that's you know, it should be fairly simple to just buy new rear wheel arches. Around the back you can see I've got what I guess you would call the black housing Altezza taillights. I got these on eBay as a kit with the front headlights, which you can see right there, the black housing headlights. They look almost stock, but they do have like a black bezel. Pretty subtle, just kind of sets off a little bit because like I said, I like the silver and black look. It's got a chrome grille, chrome front bumper, chrome rear bumper, heated mirrors, and this thing is pretty massive. I think the hood comes up to roughly my chest. I cranked the torsion bars up just a little bit. I think I raised it about 1.5 inches, and it sits pretty high. It sits almost as high, if not as high, as the 3/4 ton Dodge Rams of the same year. Back here on the rear, it's got a MagnaFlow exhaust, and I actually got a dual exhaust kit from Jegs. I didn't use the muffler, but I used the tailpipes, and because when I bought it, the guy did not put tailpipes on the muffler, it just dumped over the rear axle, which was really drony. But I bought a set of 9-inch stainless steel chrome angle cut exhaust tips, and I think they look really nice under the bumper there. They protrude past the bumper about 1.5 inches, just so you can kind of see that something's there, but not out there far enough to where you're actually going to get your leg caught jumping out of the back of the truck. You can see it does have a 2-inch receiver hitch, tow package, so it's got the extra oil cooler under the hood, which is really beneficial, as well as the tranny cooler. Here on the other side, driver's side, you can see the rust isn't nearly as bad. There is still some bubbles up in here, but nothing too serious. Like I said, I'm going to have to redo these rear wheel arches. The only other spots that are bad is a small ding behind the driver's side rear door with a little spot of rust and some rust down here on the rocker panel, but it's really nothing bad. It's just a little bit of surface rust. The paint's kind of peeling off, something I can fix pretty easily. Overall, the body's in really good shape. Let's go here on the inside. I apologize for the sun glint. There's nothing I can do about it. It's kind of in the evening here. It's got power everything, as you can see, windows, mirrors, blah, blah, blah. It's 4-wheel drive, obviously, one thing I really like about this truck is it's actually the shift on the floor 4-wheel drive, not the stupid dial they put on the dashboard, which really pisses me off because that stuff tends to fail. Air conditioning, yada yada yada. It's got a Sony CD player with Bluetooth, which works well with my phone. It's got a microphone sitting here on the dash. White face gauges, all Dodges, I'm pretty sure comes stock with that shit. Cruise control, you know, all the normal stuff. Center console opens up, it's got a lot of storage, and then this thing flips up so you can fit 3 across the front, and then you can flip this bottom one up, and it's got even more storage down here, which you can see there's a movie in here, headset, and a tire patching kit, spare seatbelt, or the center seatbelt I should say. Lots of room in the front. Both people can have their arm in the armrest and you barely even touch each other. This thing is absolutely gigantic to drive. It's just a huge, huge truck. Here, I'll come over here to the passenger side so the sun isn't quite as bad in your face. Pretty annoying, I know. I hate it when people don't take that shit into account. So my apologies. You can see a lot better from this side. But yeah, cup holder. Flips up. It's adjustable. Ashtray. Nice little pocket under there for my cell phone and shit like that. Obviously the glove box. It's got a passenger side tray on the dashboard. I'm showing you all the general stuff. I mean, pretty much all Dodges are going to come with this. Full rear seat, you can fit 3 in the back, so really you actually have 6-person capacity in this thing, which is pretty sweet. You can ride around with 6 people and still put shit in the bed, which is pretty awesome. Got car seats in the back here. I have kids. But these rear seats fold up and you got storage. You can see I got jumper cables and a couple of tools. Spare towel just in case my ass is muddy and I need to sit on my seats, and under here there's some tow ropes and stuff like that. On the back of the driver's seat you can see it's vinyl, which is actually kind of nice because the kids like to rub their feet all over the back of the seat, and if it was felt then you'd have to scrub it, but since it's vinyl you can literally just take a washcloth and wash it. It's got the pocket on the passenger side seat, and as a matter of fact this model came factory installed with a, I don't know what size, I'd have to say it's like a 7-inch DVD player mounted to the roof, so you can play DVDs for the people in the back seat, and you can actually play that through the headset I just showed you earlier, or if you tune the radio to a certain frequency you can actually play it throughout the entire truck, which is pretty cool. Up here it's got the it's not on right now, but it's got the compass and gas mileage and all that other bullshit information center up on the top. This does have remote start, which I believe is aftermarket. I don't think Dodge installed that in these trucks from the factory. It does not have the sliding rear glass, which is kind of unfortunate, but I wouldn't probably use it anyways. But it's pretty tall. Like I said, it probably sits up to my chest height-wise. Let's take a look under the hood here. First thing you probably see is it's got a performance intake that was installed by the previous owner. I believe it's a Spectre, and it looks pretty good quality. It even comes with an upper intake cover pendulum, and it keeps it, so basically the idea here is a lot of these cone filter setups, if you have them just exposed to the engine compartment, they're just going to suck hot air, but this one, the way it works is it actually has a weather stripping on the top, and it seals against the hood, and it actually uses the factory cold air feed from the fender. So it's got a big ass cone filter in there, and you can hear this son of a bitch whistle when you get up around $3,000. It's pretty crazy how this thing sounds when you get going down the highway or you step on it. It's pretty nuts. The thing shits and gets, I'll tell you that much. But you can see, like I said before, it's got a tranny cooler and it's got an oil cooler. Maybe I got that backwards, I'm not really sure which is which. Over here you've got the air conditioner condenser and obviously the radiator in the back. So everything's separate, which is pretty sweet. Makes it really easy to swap and change parts. And up here I'm a short guy, so I can just barely reach the hood to bring it back down. I kind of like the fact that the grill is attached to the hood, because when you open this thing up you don't have to lean over the grill as well. The grill just kind of goes away, and they actually, Dodge kind of gave you this little scuff pad that you can step on, so you can step up into the engine compartment, because this thing is so friggin' tall you kind of need to climb inside of the engine compartment to mess with it. So I really like the fact that this black scuff pad, which is actually also kind of decorative, you can't really scratch it, and like I said, the grill gets out of your way, so you can just climb right in here and do whatever you want. Definitely a smart decision on their part. I unfortunately do not have the fog lights, which I kind of wish I did, but I think they took the fog lights and put louvers in there just to kind of cool the front brakes, which is probably more beneficial than fog lights in the long run. So as you can see, it's essentially a truck with what sounds like a muscle car engine, which is fucking awesome. It's kind of why I really like this thing, is it's kind of the best of all the best worlds. I mean, you've got a what's essentially a truck that can haul like 8,000 pounds, and it's got a big ass V8 that likes to guzzle gas, and you can put 6 people in it, and you can put stuff in the back and drive down the road comfortably. It's pretty quiet. It rides really smooth. I mean, seriously, it rides like a car. The steering is extremely responsive. It doesn't wander all over the fucking road, even though my tires are right around 34.5 inches. I mean, they're almost 35s on this thing, and I've got literally no lift. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy what this thing is capable of right from the factory. Like I said, I really love it. I never really was a fan of Dodge vehicles, or Chrysler for that matter. but I came across this thing for the right price, and I just couldn't turn it down. After I drove it, I loved it. So to all those people out there that are really biased against certain vehicles, I don't know why. I mean, every vehicle has its merits. All vehicles have problems. No matter what you buy and drive, you're going to end up fixing it. So really, you should keep your mind open. You know, just keep an eye out for a good deal, something that really you like. Like I said, I really like this vehicle. I never pictured myself driving a Dodge. I've always been a Chevy guy. With Chevy parts, I mean, they're kind of expensive and you have to buy them all the time, it seems like, whereas Chrysler parts seem to be really, really cheap in comparison. So that's pretty much it. I love my truck. I love driving this thing to work. It puts a smile on my face every time I start it up and hear the exhaust, and every time I step on it and it downshifts. I mean, the thing's fucking nuts. I love it. But that's gonna do it for my video today. Let me know what you guys think or don't. Just thought I'd share. That's pretty much it. See you guys later.